Welcome to Chris BI. Today, we're going to be going over a question I got from Twitter. It's how do you embed a Power BI report into a web app for your internal users? This is one of my absolute favorite topics because you could do some crazy sick things with this. Let's head into it. Alliance is counting on you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, turn on that alarm bell so you don't miss any future emission. All right. So, first things first, let's talk about how are you going to do this. So this is your dashboard, right? You love this dashboard. This is your be all end all, right? This is everything you like. It's everything you need. It's got all the stuff in it. You want this to be embedded into your like a website or a page that you're gonna like distribute to other people, and you want to create that embedded app that you've heard people talk about from time to time. Well, so first things first, you don't necessarily want to give everyone inside your organization Power BI Pro, right? You've got your 100 developers or however many people developing in Power BI. Not everyone has to do that development, but everyone wants to be able to consume and use the information in that report. So how do you do it? Well, number one, you have to make sure that every user has a free access to Power BI Read. Okay, so that's the first thing that you're going to go and set up is make sure that you've distributed that out to everyone and they're all set up with that information. Okay, once that's in place, you're going to go in and make sure that you get a Power BI premium capacity. Premium capacities allow you to distribute Power BI report out to as many users as you want. You just pay for how much processing and server power that you have. They come in P1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, and they pretty much double in size in the amount of memory your models can hold all the way up. So 25, 50, 100, 200, 400 are the sizes of the premium capacity. So kind of judge that on which size you need and how much you're going to be spending. Okay. But once that's put together and you've got everything all set up, first thing you're going to go out and do is make sure that the Power BI report that you just absolutely love, you're going to go into the report section and you're going to go into settings right here, that guy right there. Click on settings and go to the premium tab and make sure that you have selected premium per capacity right there, and that you'll see a capacity selection item will come up once you have that available for you. Now note that you will not see that capacity setting until you get a premium capacity inside your tenant. So I don't have one right now, so you can't see that, but that's okay. Once it's up and running, then you'll be able to distribute this out to everyone. Now, big thing you need to make sure that you do is you have everything published to an app. Okay, everything that you're going to use, it needs to be in an app, and that they're going to be consuming information through that. All right. Now, when you go to distribute to an app, you might be prompted with, hey, there's a new experience available. Do you want to do that now or not? I say go right ahead. The new experience has been out for a little while, so it's going to be just fine. Okay, you're going to fill this out. Reports, Chris BI reports. We've got a logo. We've got all. We also have, and this is a big one right here, is that this app is going to be installed automatically for people. Okay. What that means is it prevents users from having to log into the service for the first time in order to get access to it. And that comes, what that does is there's two mechanisms for getting the security token necessary to access the Power BI content. You can do the install app automatically, and then you can publish it out, or you can have users come in and connect and add that Power BI app into the apps that they have. You can go either way, but if you're embedding this, I highly recommend that you do install the app automatically. Okay. In order for that to be set up automatically, you're going to have to make sure that you've got this distributed out to an audience, right? So the audience has to be set up with specific users who have access to the content. Okay. Now I'm going to hit update app, update. This is going to publish my app out. This is going to be very important though, because the GUID that you're going to need for this needs to come from the app. Okay. So I'm going to go to the app right now, because copying the app GUID is not necessarily what you need. We want to have that dark report, that dark Power BI report, this is the report that we want to be able to have. Okay, so I'm going to need this report GUID up here, as you can kind of see up inside my window here. Let me zoom in. There's a GUID up here. Okay, so there's a GUID for reports here, and let me zoom in, and there's a GUID for apps here. Those are the two values that you're going to need. I believe you just need the reports, but you might need the app too. So we're going to have those ready for me as I'm going to look at that next piece. Okay. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go check out the Power BI playground. Okay. This is something that a lot of people may have missed that's out there. It's been out for a long time. It's incredibly powerful because it shows you all of the things you can do with an embedded Power BI app, and best yet, you can try it out using your own content, right? So I can go into the embed app, click try it, and I can either use a sample report or select a report that I want to do myself. So I can go to select report. It's going to ask me to sign in. I sign in, and oh my gosh, they've even made it easier for me. So I'm going to go to reports, and it's the dark report. Where'd it go? Dark Power BI report. Embed. Holy cow. I didn't even have to know any of that stuff. Got it. Now, you can see what it's like to have an embedded app, what that's going to look like. It's going to look like this pane right here. Now, you can do all sorts of things inside of here. You can you can test out updating settings, update printing functionality, reloads, refreshes, load events. You can dig into like all sorts of things inside of here. You can really do some crazy stuff about getting IDs, navigating reports. You can really even get into authoring. All this stuff can be done all within your embedded app, where you don't have to. You can run and manage all of your content right through here. Okay. Now, in order to get this app up and running, there's some information out on. We can reset the code. We'll go back to the playground here. Okay. Yes. You can go up here. This is how you can get started setting up your environment and how you can get started with your embedded apps and using it. Do check this out. You'll have to have like a web server, and you'll deploy some code out onto it, and you can enhance and build and do all sorts of things with. But it's super easy, super powerful, and frankly, it's something that if you're in a larger organization, 1,000 users or more, really you should be talking about how and when do you build out your embedded experience so that you can cultivate and curate content that your users are using. All right. All right, thanks. I hope that answers your questions about how you can embed content inside of Power BI. I absolutely love this solution. I think this allows you to build the Netflix for data and analytics inside your organization, creating highly curated content, additional functionality, all sorts of stuff. Oh, looking over here. But do check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any comments. Post them down below. I want to hear from you. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. Peace. Boom. Baker Tilly Digital combines strategic industry insight and advanced technical expertise to uncover and solve your digital transformation challenges. If you're interested in learning more, check out our website at bakertilly.com/digital.